Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Just a quick announcement to go ahead and follow me on patreon.com/bow-and-arrow-tarot to be part of the draw for the Dreams of Gaio Tarot deck giveaway. This deck is going to be given away on August 15th by a random draw of all of my patrons over on Patreon. And all I ask for is just $1 a month donation from you all on that site to help me be able to get more of these tarot decks and oracle decks and do more unboxings and reviews and giveaways. All right. But for right now, thank you so much and on to the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to take a look at your divine feminine, divine masculine relationship for the sign of Cancer. All right, going to be looking at your soulmate relationship today. If you want to just check out the regular weeklies, you can. I'll put the link to that video in the description and also up in the video. But for right now, Cancer, I've already been meditating and doing a pre-shuffle so we can get right into pulling your Romance Angel Oracle messages. And what do the Romance Angels want to say to you this week about your love life? Finances and career. All right, financial issues are a factor. Seems to be for some of you that is in fact a factor this week. It's been coming out. A lot of pentacles have been coming out. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So we've got some of that as well going on this week. And we have just lovely attraction, right? Law of attraction, right? Enjoying the moment fully. It's a beautiful picture of a woman enjoying the beautiful smell of some roses. It's gorgeous. All right, so let's get right into your reading and we'll see what this all entails for you today, Cancer. What's going on between you and your divine feminine or your divine masculine person connection. Now we're just going to take a look at, what's going on in your relationship this week. Whatever the message is the message that was needed to come through. It may not resonate with all of you. It may only resonate with just a few of you. And again, not the entire message may resonate with you. So just take what applies and throw the rest away. All right, we're going to get your cards out now, Cancer. All right, so your main card for your relationship is a beautiful Knight of Cups. So moving closer, right? Coming towards each other. Attraction, right? Knight of Cups is all about attraction, coming in for you, right? Someone wants to come towards you. The Knight is sort of the active, right? The active court card. The one that's going to come towards you, that's going to give you a cup of love. Your person is identifying with Six of Wands, right? So this has been coming out for quite a few people, the Six of Wands, interestingly enough. So there's a lot of victories going on in terms of vindication, perhaps. Four of Swords is how they see you. And how they see the relationship is Queen of Pentacles. Now, you, Cancer, you're identifying with Knight of Wands in this scenario. You see your person as the Sun. Beautiful. And you see the relationship as Judgment. Bottom of the deck we have... Okay, all right, there we go. We've got the Two of Pentacles. So money, again, coming up. Finances, right? Juggling finances. Juggling two possible opportunities for abundance, right? Yeah, finances and career. For some of you, it could be that you're just trying... You may have family issues that you have to deal with, right? You're trying to juggle the family issues. You're trying to juggle your relationship. It might be a little bit much for you financially. We know already that the Knight of Cups, this week, the Knight of Cups is all about coming together. So we're talking about sharing, exchanging, right? Exchanging love, exchanging tokens of love, expressions of love. The Knight is coming in, right? He's saying, listen, I want you. Now, the Knight can be quite flighty. It's not always commitment involved. But that doesn't necessarily mean that, there's no commitment here. The Knight doesn't always necessarily bring with it non-commitment. A very big part of the Knight is just the fact that he's sharing his emotions, that he's starting to get deeper, right? The Knight is at that stage in the court card rung, right, ladder, where at the stage of Knight, the Knight is starting to skim the surface of his emotions, starting to get to know his emotions, what they truly are, and starting to want to share them, right? He's not quite at the Queen of Cups yet, who wears her heart on her sleeve, but he's getting there. And his desire is to communicate his feelings, right? Now, Six of Wands is how your person is identifying themselves. So most recently, they're having a bit of a victory, right? It could be that this is something that's happened on the work front, and so it's giving them a sense of vindication, validation. Everybody's got their eyes on them, right? And so they're feeling quite good right now. Could be that your partner has been dealing with healing some family issues, and this victory, most recent victory, is a sign that they have done that and they feel good about that. It could be that their vindication is part of the healing of the family. You right now are identifying with Knight of Wands. So you are, it seems to me like you're the great cheerleader, you're the support, you're the support for your person. Certainly if your person has had a victory most recently, then you've been their greatest supporter. Perhaps behind the scenes you've really helped them along to this victory, because Knight of Wands brings with it a lot of energy and ambition. It brings support, it brings guidance, right? The Knight of Wands helps to move an issue along, right? He comes in with creativity, right? He comes in with creative solutions. And it could be, like I said, that you're the one who's kind of come in with some of these creative solutions that's helped your person towards a victory. And it's a victory for the both of you, I want to say, right? You kind of share in it together. Now, your person sees you as a Four of Swords right now. So they see that you're maybe you're taking a step back, right? You're taking a step back. It could be that you are right now really thinking about your next move, what's your next step. And they can see that you're really kind of deep in contemplation this week, right? This week you're thinking a lot, you're alone with your thoughts a lot. They can see that. Could be as well that if you are the one dealing with healing family issues and dealing with family issues, right, that this is the week where you're kind of like taking a breather and trying to decide what the next step in that dynamic is. Your person wants to support you though, right? They want to show you their support with their Knight of Cups energy. They want to show you that they're there for you. You see your person as sun energy, so they bring clarity. Interestingly enough, you may have been the one to help them to their victory, but your person certainly is one of these type of people that helps you. They help you to understand the situation. It's one of those perfect dynamics, This is your soulmate, and this is your soulmate for a reason, because oftentimes when you're not sure or where you need affirmation or reaffirmation of your position, you look towards your partner and you get that from them. You get confidence from them. You get support from them. Those are all the things that Sun embodies. And so you find that in your person, and I think that this is one of the reasons why you love them so much. This week, you may be leaning on your person for a bit more support, a bit more clarity. You may be having conversations with them in terms of helping you to understand the situation. They see that you're trying to come up with a solution, and you see that they may be the ones to help you with it. Right, so this week is a cooperative week with you and your person really helping each other through various issues. And if it's, I believe it's you who may be healing, and maybe dealing with family issues. But in either case, you guys are there for each other, right? But I do want to say that this is very much you, because you're looking to them for clarity, and they see that you're in the middle of a situation where you're kind of like, at the moment, you're in a truce situation. Like you're like, hold on, let's retire to our corners and think about this, and we'll come back together. And that's indicative of dealing with a healing situation, right? They see the relationship as a Queen of Pentacles energy. So this talks about nurturing, right? Nurturing the relationship, nurturing the opportunities that are coming in, being supportive financially, right? They see that your relationship, that their relationship with you, right, that your mutual abundance requires nurturing and care and support. They see that, they understand that. And right now, this is what it's about. I'm not saying that this is the nature of your relationship as a whole, but right now, this week is something that this is what you're kind of dealing with. And it could be very much that the financial issues are very closely tied in with the family. And so another reason why they see that is because they know what you're going through with your family, and so they understand that right now, this is about us making sure that we have our stability. The Queen of Pentacles, you see how she's looking at her pentacle there as if it's like her little baby, right? She understands that in order to get her goals and to get the abundance that she truly desires, she has to pay attention, she has to nurture it, she has to work at it, right? She's the queen who's come from nothing and through blood, sweat, and tears, so she understands what it takes. And your partner understands that right now this is very important. For you guys to have the kind of life that you desire, this issue needs to be dealt with. And it could be very, very much the case is that with this Two of Pentacles is that, you know, your partner realizes, and they may have this conversation with you, that what's important is you guys and your abundance. Whereas you may be very, very busy dealing with other people like family and making sure they have their abundance, right? That might be part of the issue. And so your partner's like, hang on a second, I understand you want to help them, but what about us? And therein lies the Two of Pentacles, this kind of having to juggle two very important situations of responsibility. Now, how do you see the relationship? As judgment, right? And so judgment talks about letting go of guilt, letting go of judgments that we put on ourselves unnecessarily. And I think, again, your person is helping you work through some guilt that maybe you have held on to for some time. Guilt about money. This could be a judgment that you've placed on yourself or that's been placed on you because of the family issues, because of the issues to do with money and the family. And, you know, you see this relationship with your person as a way to finally be free of that because your person really understands you. Your soulmate understands you. And they're getting you to understand yourself, right? They're getting you to kind of heal as well your own issues, right? That you have either been placed on you or you have allowed to be placed on you, or perhaps you've placed on yourself. Judgment talks about releasing all of that, you know? And I think for you, it's like, Cancer, you feel like when you're with your soulmate, this particular soulmate situation, if this resonates with you, you just feel like, you know, all of the things you used to feel bad about just kind of melt away. You know, they're getting you to understand that these things aren't your fault. They're not your responsibility. You have a responsibility to yourself. You have a responsibility to make sure that you and yours are well taken care of, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think that that's something that you're learning this week, and that's something that your person is helping you learn this week. All right? Let's get out your 3 cards. It's a pretty straightforward message for you guys, Cancer. We're gonna get your 3 cards out that's gonna sum up this reading for the week, and then we're gonna call it a wrap. What's going on for our beautiful Cancers this week? Give me some clarity on this reading. We just need 3 cards, please, for the next 7 days for our lovely Cancers and their soulmate energy. All right, guys. Excuse me. We have 2 of Cups. Attraction, beautiful relationship, right? Working on your relationship. Making sure that your relationship is good. We have 8 of Wands. Interesting. So a messages coming in. You know, 8 of Wands talks about boundaries, right? talk about understanding boundaries, understanding the need for boundaries. 9 of Pentacles we have coming in. Reward. So that money is going to come in, that abundance will eventually come in for you. But again, 8 of Wands, talking about, you know, letting people know that they can't cross those, you know, that they can't necessarily keep, you know what I mean? Crossing those boundaries, putting their 2 cents in. 8 is the number for boundaries, but in 8 of Wands, right, it says message here for the beautiful creatures, right? But for the traditional deck, the 8 of Wands is the one with all of the wands that come in at different lengths. And it can indicate a chaotic amount of messages coming in. You know, everybody giving their 2 cents. It can be in a chaotic amount of messages or creative ideas that are coming out inside yourself, or it could be messages coming in from others, everyone who wants to like sound off. And so here we talk about 8 in terms of boundaries, in terms of discipline, understanding how to like get through all of the chaotic information and pull out the important bits and pull out what is necessary, right? Pull out the important message, right? The true messages, and not because not everything is worth paying attention to, especially when you have so much coming in, right? And I think that this is definitely something to do with the family. 8 of Wands can come up a lot of times when you are dealing with family issues, because it always seems like everyone in the family has a message or has an opinion or has a point that they want to make. But what's important here, again, is the 2 of Cups, which is your relationship with your person. And I think that's what you're realizing this week, that, you know, through all of this chaos that's coming in, through all of this back and forth that's happening, right? What you realize is that the boundaries you need to put in place is the boundary that, you know, what's most important is you and your person. That people can't just come in and interfere with that space, that sanctuary, right? That peace that you have with your person. You know, things can go on around you, but they shouldn't be allowed into your relationship. Once you understand that, you guys begin to start to bring in the rewards, reap the rewards of your renewed certainly renewed focus on yourselves, right? Once you have that, we have 9 of Pentacles, you start to come in, the rewards start to come in, because you're not dissipating all your energy between yourself and others, right? You're starting to focus it on yourself, on your relationship, right? You're starting to put boundaries in place, not let anyone just come in and interfere with your peace of mind, right? And so in this way, you nurture your relationship. You put your relationship first, right? And so when you put your relationship first, then things start to come in. Rewards will come in for you and your person. Okay? And it's all right, you know, sometimes we all have a duty to our family. And of course, if this resonates with you, great. You know, if it doesn't, then, you know, this message just isn't for you. But if it does, then, you know, then this message also is letting you know that we all have issues with family. We all have various senses of responsibility to those that we love, right? But when we grow up and we move out into the world, right, and we have found our person or our soulmate, that is our immediate family, right? Because that's the person you build a life with. Sometimes you have children with that person. And so then that becomes your core family. And the extended family that you have, including aunts and uncles, even parents sometimes and siblings, should fall outside of that, because now you're building your own, right? And so your sense of duty needs to shift. You know, of course you can help your extended family, but your sense of duty in terms of what comes first should always shift to your immediate family, which is your loved one, your soulmate, and or your children that come out of that relationship, or even come with that relationship. If they're stepchildren or adopted, it doesn't matter. But it's that immediate unit that requires the most amount of attention and care. And it just isn't, you know, it just isn't right to forego that. Or sometimes we take it for granted that that will be there. You know, somehow that we use the strength of that unit to kind of springboard off and do everything for everybody else, right? And so we neglect the unit. And that's how we sometimes then end up realizing that all of the strength has been taken out of your relationship for another task, and now your relationship falls apart. Because nothing was there to just fuel the relationship, to nurture the relationship, to nourish it, to ensure that it can keep going on. And I think this is the message this week. This is what you learned this week in terms of this is, the conversations that come up this week with you and your soulmate. All right, Cancer, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please like, subscribe, and share. All right, sound off below. Let me know what you think of these soulmate readings, divine feminine, divine masculine connection readings. If you want to check out the regular weeklies, the link is in the description box. And for right now, I'm just going to say, my lovely Cancer, I love you, and you have a wonderful week with your soulmate. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.